and
Okay.
we take reading.
Yes, we had reading. Yeah, covering
yes,
short sleeper and long sleeper. Right?
yes, right.
So
And
any
also,
questions about this? Yeah.
no.
Yes, and also with the first grammar focus using shouldn't to give tips, right? Using different structures, especially shouldn't, why don't you, and try plus ing, right? Okay, clear for you?
Yes.
Okay, so now read the for how can I revise effectively based on our grammar lesson. Here we have some more reading tasks. How can I revise effectively? This is a good question. Can you answer, Jude, before you start reading? How can you revise effectively?
What's mean effectively?
Effectively in a good way, in an excellent way. If something effective means something excellent, perfect for you. Okay. So how can you revise in a good way? How to revise in an excellent way? So here, this student, help. She shared this question on her social networking site, asking her followers to help her. Help, الحقوني يعني ساعدوني. I have some important exams next week, and I am studying 12 hours a day. The problem is, it's difficult to concentrate and to focus. What should I do? Thank you, Alice. This is her question. And here, Yajud, some of her followers, 3, Will and Molly and Sam, they give us some tips. What about you? Before we read the followers' feedback, can you help Alice? How can she revise effectively?
Okay.
What should she do?
First, yes. First, that she have to study before the exam in a week, and before the exam in 1 or 2 days, she have to start practice for the exam. Yes.
You mean she should start revising 1 week before the exam? And
no, she have to study 1 week before the exam.
She has to study 1 week before the exam?
Yes.
Okay. So, but how can she study? What is the best way to study?
Okay. That
In your opinion, yeah.
Yes, in my opinion, that she have to study the things that the teacher told them that it's too important and write them in a note. Yes. And write everything that she see that they're important in a note. And she study them. Yes.
Okay.
She studied.
Okay, good. So now we have some more ideas, and I think they may be useful for you. Number 1, she should find a study buddy. She finds study buddy. What does mean study buddy? Here's someone who is studying for the same exam. Maybe your classmate, your schoolmate. يعني a person who studies the same course and he has the same exam. So in this way, it's usually more fun when you have someone to talk to about your studies. So why don't you revise together and then test each other? So you need to study with a study buddy. But by the way, sometimes this idea good and sometimes bad, based on the student himself. Do you agree with this advice, Jude?
No.
No. Okay, so you prefer to study alone.
Yes.
Good. Type another one or another idea. Huh? You shouldn't study for many hours. You shouldn't study for many hours. 12 hours a day, too much. Try working non-stop. Try working non-stop for an hour. Try working non-stop for an hour and then have a break. يعني you should have a short break after studying for 1 hour. Then work for another hour and then have another break and so on. And you should give yourself a reward at the end of the day. Do you agree with this plan?
Yes, maybe. Maybe sometimes I do this.
Okay, good. So this is effective plan. And treat yourself, reward yourself at the end of the day. Okay? You can have fun, you can relax, you can do what you want. Then another one, Sam, you should make revision timetable. Do you agree with this? Make revision timetable. Make sure you include lots of variety. You should start with a difficult subject, then an easier one or an easier subject. Shouldn't always revise in the same place. Why don't you start your desk and then move to a different room? Do you agree, Jude, with these ideas?
Actually, sometimes I do this, but sometimes I don't. So yes, I agree with this.
Right. So you should start with the difficult subject, and you shouldn't always revise in the same place. You should change your study room, and you can start with your desk. After that, you can go to another place. Right? Okay, good. So here, if you go to again, yeah, Jude, to the how to give advice. As you see here, she used what? She used shouldn't. Here, you should. As you see, you should find. Another one, why don't you revise together? You shouldn't study. Okay, try working non-stop. And you should give yourself a reward. You should make revision. You should start with difficult subject. You shouldn't always revise in the same place. Why don't you start as you see? So different expressions to give advice. Okay, Jude?
Okay.
Okay, so now for this part, here, what should I do? Again, this is okay. So practice a list of things for people doing this study. Decide which of them you should or shouldn't do. While studying, ya Jude, what you should and shouldn't do. Can you give advice, please?
Okay. Um,
Mhm.
you shouldn't send text message to your friend.
Yes.
You shouldn't listen to loud music.
Okay, good.
You should make a list of things to do.
Perfect.
You should find somewhere quiet to study. You
Uh,
shouldn't watch TV.
right.
You should start work as early as possible.
Mhm.
You should take breaks sometimes.
right?
You shouldn't use social networking sites.
Exactly. Perfect. This is what you need to do. Now listen to check your answers. Okay? Check your answer. Do you have the same points or not? Let's listen. 3.1.
3. Recording 1. 1.
Listening?
You shouldn't
Yes.
send
Okay.
text messages to your friends.
As you mentioned.
2.
You shouldn't listen to loud music.
Okay, that's right.
3. You should make a list of things to do. 4.
You should find somewhere quiet to study.
5. You shouldn't watch TV. 6.
You should start work as early as possible.
7. You should take breaks sometimes. 8.
You shouldn't use social networking sites.
Okay, the same answers, right? As you mentioned. So now let's go to the next task. Read about the situations below and discuss what each person should and shouldn't do. Okay, read the first issue, please, Jude. What should I do? From Carla. Jude, are you following?
Yes.
Yes, please read this issue and try to advise her.
Okay.
Recently started a new job. The money is good, but he works very long hours, sometimes late at night. We never go out anymore. He always says he's too tired, and at the weekend he just stays at home and watches DVDs. What should I do? What do you think, Jude? His friend
Actually,
or her friend got a new job, but he works for long hours and no time to go out as they usually do. And he is too tired at the weekend and he stays home. What do you think? And we have another issue. I am not sure what to do about my daughter. She is 17. She spends every evening on the computer, on social networking sites. She doesn't study enough and she goes to bed really late. I am worried about her exams. I need some advice from Oliver.
yes. I think that you have to talk with her
Okay.
and say
Yeah.
to her that we haven't do this. She should not do this. Yes.
Yeah. Number one, she should talk to her. Okay. And number two, why don't she? Why don't she give her new ideas to study? And also, what about telling her parents? Should she tell her parents about this or not?
Yes.
Yes, of course, they should be aware of this to follow her study. Okay, so now, Jude, let's move to listening focus and unusual job. What does mean an unusual job?
زي العمل غير طبيعي.
Yes, يعني not common job، يعني وظيفة ما هي نادرة أو مش كتير يعني. An unusual job. Right? So look at the poster. Ghost tours. Ghost tours. What does mean ghost? Ghost tours. Ghost الأول شبح يعني. هي يعني not something not true. شيء مرعب، شيء مخيف. Ghost. Ghost tours يعني رحلات أشباح. Learn about the scary history of the old town. Here even the picture seems really scary. Daily guided walking tours every night at 7 p.m. Call for reservations for booking, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so have you ever been to a ghost tour, Jude? No. So you don't like to be scared. You don't like to go to a dark place. Okay.
Actually,
Yeah, even
no.
for fun. Even for fun.
Yes, if it's like playing place.
Yes,
Maybe,
exactly. Yes, like playing maze, like I think you can see this in fun fair on as an entertainment. So here, what kind of tour is it? Where is it? What do you think happens on the tour? Do you like going on ghost tours or other guided tours in cities? What different guided tours do you have in your town or city? So do you like, again, have you got such places in your town?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Okay, so let's listen to an interview with Christy about her job. So Christy has a new job. Where? In this place. She's a ghost tour. A ghost tour. Listen carefully to Christy and answer the two questions. What's her job? And which city or cities does she come or work in? After that, you should listen to the second part of the interview and complete these questions. So let's listen to the first part. Ready to listen?
Yes.
Okay.
Recording 2.
So, Kirsty, you live and work in Edinburgh. You've got quite an unusual job, is that right?
Yes, well, that's right. It's unusual partly because I sometimes work at night, but mostly because part of my job is to scare people.
That is unusual.
The thing is, I'm a tour guide, but I'm not the usual type. I'm a ghost tour guide, so I show people the haunted places all around Edinburgh.
The haunted places?
Yes, the places where people say there are ghosts, like the castle and old buildings. You know, there is a lot of old history in Edinburgh. Some of it is quite scary, but very interesting and exciting too.
Okay. So what's her job? Would you like to listen again?
No.
Okay, what's her job?
Her job is a ghost tour.
Yes, she's a ghost tour guide. Ghost tour guide. Okay. And what's her job actually? What does she do as a ghost tour guide? To scare people. What does mean to scare?
To scare يعني تخوف.
Exactly. To scare people. يعني make people scared. طيب which city or cities does she work in? She, mhm. She works in Edinburgh. Okay, she works in Edinburgh, right? This is one of the biggest cities in the UK. So now listen to the second part of the interview. Number the things, but this time, Jude, what should we do? Number the things she talks about in order you hear them. So before you listen again, or listen to the second part, please number. Okay, let's read them. Okay, to be familiar with the statements, or the topics she talks about. The first one, qualifications you need to for the job. This is done for you. This is number one.
Okay.
Languages. She can speak. Christy favorite tour. Clothes you wear for the job. Personal qualities you need for the job. Real ghosts. And types of visitors. So let's listen to the second part and please write the order. Ready?
Yes.
Recording 3.
Oh, how did you get the job?
Well, I'm really interested in history and, well, I found out about this company. You don't have to have any special qualifications, but I think an interest in history is important, and you have to have a good memory. I can remember dates and other facts easily, so it's not a problem for me.
What other qualities do you think are useful?
I think you have to be a good storyteller and a good actor. I mean, you have to try and bring the history alive. I don't just talk about it. I try to get the visitors to become part of the history and really believe it.
So, do you have to wear a uniform or special clothes?
Well, no, I don't have to wear a uniform, but I wear special clothes from that period of history. Again, it's part of the acting to make it all as real as possible.
What's your favourite tour?
Well, I think my favourite is the tour we do at night. It's especially scary at night because there are some parts of the tour where we turn out all the lights. It's completely dark. You can't see anything at all. There are all sorts of noises. Some visitors get very scared, but they all love it. It's very exciting.
What kind of visitors generally come on these ghost tours?
All kinds of people. A lot of children and young people, obviously, but lots of older people too. Local people, and also a lot of foreign visitors from Europe, America, Asia, all over the world, really.
Can you speak any other languages apart from English?
Yes, I can speak French and Spanish, so sometimes I translate parts of my tour for visitors who speak those languages, but mostly it's in English. Unfortunately, I can't speak Japanese. That would be very useful, as a lot of our visitors are from Japan.
And finally, are there any real ghosts? I mean, have you ever seen one?
Well, no, I haven't seen a ghost, but I think I've heard one.
Really? You've heard a ghost? Who? Which one?
Well, it's a dog, a famous dog in Edinburgh called Greyfriars Bobby. He died in 1872 after sitting by his owner's grave for 14 years. After his owner died, the dog sat by the grave every day for 14 years. I'm sure I heard the ghost of that dog.
That's amazing. Your job sounds fascinating. Thank you so much.
Okay, Jude. So would you like to listen again?
No.
Okay, so number one, as I told you, this is done for you. She started talking about qualifications. Does she need qualifications to work at the job? Do you know what does
Yes.
it mean? What does it mean, qualifications?
That mean no.
Your education, your certificates, المؤهلات العلمية, الشهادات
Mhm.
العلمية, like BA
Yes.
degree, MA degree, PhD degree, and so on. Okay? So she
Okay.
doesn't need any qualifications to work this job. Type, what's, in your opinion, or what's number 2?
Number 2, it's personal qualities you need for the job.
Exactly, personal qualities. Yes, that's right. Number 3.
Number 3, it's clothes you wear for the job.
Exactly, clothes you wear. Does she wear special clothes for the job?
No.
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 But sometimes she wears uniform, right? Type, what's 4?
4, it's Christia's favorite tour.
Yes, well done. Yes, favorite tour, especially at night. Number
Yes.
5.
Types of
Yes,
editors
types of
become
editors.
indicators.
Exactly. Then,
Language that's
perfect.
Kirsty
Language she speaks. And finally,
real ghosts Kirsty
yes,
has seen or
yes,
heard.
yes, real ghosts. Perfect. Well done. So, after listening to this one of unusual jobs, would you like to be a ghost tour guide, Jude?
No.
Why not? Why don't you like to be a ghost tour guide?
Because I think that I don't like the smell. Yes.
Okay. So, do you remember the personal qualities that you should have to work at this job?
No.
Are you a good storyteller?
No.
Are you interested in history?
No.
No. Can you speak more than 2 languages? Yes, you can speak. You can speak 2 languages, Arabic and English, right?
Yes.
But but
Right.
but do you think this this job suits you? I agree with you. This is not good job for you. Why? Because your interests and your skills don't meet the requirements of this job. That's why, Jude, here we need to come to the next point. Okay, the next point here: what you can and what you can't, have to, don't have to, right? So
Right.
let's come to Christy. Let's come based on this talk. Use can, can't, can and can't show what you are allowed, what you are not allowed to do. For example, I can park here means what? I have permission to park here. I can smoke
Yes.
here means I am allowed to smoke here or this area. But can't, it's forbidden. Means what? You are not allowed to smoke here. You can't smoke, you can't park, mean like this. But again, have to and don't have to. Have
Have
to,
to that means that you
something
have to do.
necessary for you. Exactly. Something that's necessary for you, something that's important for you. It's a law. You have to study for the test. You have to visit your friend in the hospital. He is sick or she is sick, for example. But don't have to when something not necessary for you. It's not important for you. For example, it's a Friday, so I don't have to go to school. It's Friday. I don't have to go to school. I have a car, so I don't have to take a taxi. عندي سيارة ليه أخذ taxi? I don't have to. ما أنا مضطر. Is it clear?
Yes.
So again, now let's complete the sentences based on what we listened by Christy. You have to any special qualifications.
You
Which
can't
one?
have to.
You can't have. Well, I don't have to. شيء ما هو ضروري، شيء ما هو إجباري. يبقى you don't have
You
to.
don't.
Exactly. You don't have to. You don't have to. Okay? طيب.
Okay.
You be a good storyteller.
You can.
No. A good storyteller.
You have.
You have to. Yes. ده مطلب أساسي. ده ضروري. ده إلزامي. You have to. Okay? You have to be a good storyteller. طيب.
Yes.
I speak French and Spanish.
I can.
I can. This is her skills. يعني she is able to speak French and Spanish. طيب. You see anything at all?
You can't.
Yes, you can't. Means you are not able to see anything at all. Why? Because it's dark. Because it's dark. Right? So again, Yajud, let's complete this grammar box, please. Means something is necessary. Can, can't, have to, or don't have to?
Have to.
Have to. Yes, that's it. Have to. Type that you are able to do something.
Can.
You can. Yeah, that's right. Something is not necessary. Not important.
Don't have to.
Exactly. Don't have to. Don't have to. That are not able to do something.
Can't.
You can. That's right. Okay? So now here, what should we do? Read the list of activities below. Think about normal day for you. Normal day for you. Write sentences that we can use can, can't, have to, don't have to. This is about yourself. So we don't have answer key here. Catch the bus or train. And your normal day.
Don't have.
Sorry, Jude?
Don't have to.
Don't have to catch. You, please give me the full sentence. I don't have to catch the bus or train. I make my own breakfast.
I can make my own breakfast.
Yes, I can make my own breakfast. Also, you can say, I don't have to make my own breakfast if someone else ready to help you or make the breakfast for you. طب study in the evening.
I can study in the evening.
I can or I have to?
I have to.
I have to study in the evening to do your homework, for example. Type send the emails.
I don't have to.
I don't have to send the emails. Okay. Cook a meal for my family.
I don't have to.
I work in the evening.
I don't have to.
Yes. In the evening. Yes. Stay out after 11 p.m.
I can't stay out after 11 p.m.
Okay, good. Work at computer.
I don't have to work at computer.
And go to the supermarket.
I can go to the supermarket.
Okay, yes, right. So now please go to 142 for further practice. 142. 1, 4, 2. Here. That's it. Right? So this is really important for you, Jude. Please, before you start to practice, here, you need to paraphrase, yani use the same meaning in different ways. Okay? Here again, we use have to if something is necessary. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, have to is very similar to must. Like you must go now means what? It's necessary for you to go now. You have to go now, it's necessary again. You have to, the same way you must. You don't have to means you don't, it's not necessary for you. Here we have remember, have to and the must are similar, but don't have to is not the same as mustn't. Like you mustn't take any photographs means what? You can't, it's prohibited, يعني محظور أو ممنوع. You mustn't park here. You mustn't smoke here. You don't have to take any photo, mean you can, but it's not important. It's not useful for you. Right? Okay, Jude? Clear for this?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so please go to practice 2. Practice 2. 1, 2, 3. Here. Rewrite the
Yes.
phrases in bold. Use can, can't. Here. Replace the bolded words or phrases using can, can't, like this. You are able to leave early. What does it mean here? We need to use
Can.
you can. So delete this.
Yes.
Say you can leave early. You can. That it's necessary for you to get visa. It's a law.
You have to.
Excellent. So you have to. You have to get visa. That it's not necessary for you to pay me back today.
You don't have to.
Excellent. You don't have to. Right? Is it possible for my friend? Is it possible? يعني can my friend come to? Can my friend come to? Okay, to my house, for example. So please, Jude, you can complete the remaining questions in as homework. And please, inshallah, I mean, if you don't have any question now, you can join. It's okay. Have you got any questions so far?
No, thank you.
Okay, the meeting is in less than a minute. So please complete the remaining questions. And tomorrow, inshallah, we should complete unit